Morning. Good morning to all. Good morning. We're pretty good, pretty good. Let me know how the audio is right now. I just fixed it up. I noticed that something was wrong. We got ARTL. It's a long NNVC short. Gonna be sharing with you guys right now the watch list. Let me just copy this thing because I'm posting it on Twitter so right now. Let me just copy and paste right here. Right, so we got ARTL having some nice moves, and we can see a higher day today at $3.60. And to put a trend line here, we can go back and see exactly where we're going to be gapping into on a daily. Gotta take this one back here. Let's see. Let me just pull this one here. It's the daily chart. It's gonna look a little bit better here. All right. So $5 is clear resistance on the daily on the RTL. We got a couple of different ranges here, so we have to be mindful of that. We're going to probably find a little bit of resistance. If we can break that, if we can get over the 5, we got nothing else over 5. So but we got a couple of ranges towards 5. It's clear 499, so be mindful of that. Happy belated Super Bowl to all of you guys that watched the game yesterday. NNVC on watch. Possible follow through move to the downside. And NNVC right out of the gates as a short for a quick drop towards the VWAP. 1203. So around the $12 mark. And a low of $10.70. So possible quick drop. $12.20 right out of the gates. NNVC though. And watching this gap up here might end up being a lot of resistance though on Artello Bioscience. I don't know why we're gapping up like this. Gotta pay attention to what's happening in China. I honestly think, my personal opinion is that there's a lot of propaganda and a lot of hype. No, man, the laptop is not fixed. I'm running everything through one spot. I'm waiting for a box that they sent me through UPS. I gotta send it to the facility, to the depot. So the hardware the hard drive got damaged. So you gotta change it. But I have a warranty on those computers. Lenovo's are very good when it comes to that. They give you a nice warranty. So when it comes to that, I'm okay. Okay, so ramping up right here at 380 towards the $5 marks. Again, NNVC looking for a test of that VWAP at 1220. Dropping quick, 1220 on the VWAP. NNVC and ARTL ramping up. Again, resistance on this one, it's towards $5. $5 over $5 is nothing. ARTL looking for that follow through move on NNVC towards $12.20. Guys, let me know how the audio is now. Let me check something out. Which microphone am I streaming from? Okay, let me know now. I fixed it up. It's streaming from the audio, like the microphone, the hyper mic that I have. Now I think everything is already set up. Okay. Look at that ramp up on NNVC. I didn't like this one. 100 simple moving average being resistance on the 15-minute time frame though. Please let me know if the audio sounds better now.
Great. Yeah, I changed the microphone. For some reason, something happened this morning and the computer was not detecting. So I had to unplug it, plug it back in. And now on the live stream app, there was no changes made. So I just changed those, make the changes. And now I hope it sounds a lot better compared to what it was before. Let's see if we're gonna find a little bit of support around the $13 mark on NNVC on top of $12.96 that we were talking about last Friday. ARTL, $5 resistance possible. Next leg up. What's the high of this 1 minute candle right here? We have 404, 404, 404 prior high. Next leg up. Yeah, ramping up 412. Expecting a little bit of follow through on NNVC. I took some out on the first flush. Today I feel like I should most definitely let it work out, and I can see it's been a top formation on the 15-minute with a shooting star on the 5. I really think that we will see a follow through move to the downside on NNVC. I was talking to some people yesterday about the Super Bowl. I really thought, that a lot of people saying San Francisco is a lot better team. They got the best how do you call defense in the league and this and that. I said, yeah, but when you have you gotta go to a fight. You gotta bet your money on the person that wants to win it most. And these people haven't been there in a long time. Probably not gonna let this opportunity, get away like that. Okay, coming back in NNVC. Possible 1220 test. A little bit of a pin-up formation of the 5 minutes. A little wedge pattern. Wedge pattern on the 5 minutes with a spinning tops on 5-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame. Getting a little bit of support around the 50 simple moving average, $12.75. Looking for a follow through move to the downside, $12.20 on an NNVC. NNVC. So I'm gonna be without my other computer for some time. Seems like it might take a couple of days for them to receive that computer there and then to fix it and send it right back to me. AAL ramping up. AAL, American Airlines ramping up. AAL. PCG as well. PCG. Let's see here. A little bit of consolidation, a little bit of support around the 50 simple moving average. 50 simple moving average. INSM looking like a good short. INSM looking like a decent short. INSM. Put it right here. INSM. Tracking the move with the high Kanishis for that momentum. Measuring the trade. Actual move, the trend. High Kanishis are actually a lot better with that than a regular candle. AAL keeps on ramping up. ADRO, if you guys are looking for a cheap one or low price, let's just say, not to say something that sounds weird, kind of wrong, low price. Amazon coming back today, up $26. ADRO up 7%. NNVC looking for that $12.20 test. NNVC looking at the daily, next top 981, 981, looking for the $12 test, $12.20. Great rejection of the 100 simple moving average on the 15 minutes. I appreciate you guys hitting the like button on the stream if you like that information. If you like the information, I appreciate you and I thank you in advance. Also, for all of you who've been commenting on the videos, I appreciate those comments because YouTube algorithm picks it up and they actually promote the channel to other people that might be interested on them. So I appreciate you guys putting the comments there as well. Finding a little bit of support around the View app. Looking for a follow-through move to the downside. Followed through to the downside in between the 50 and the View app. See, 50 will be resistance around here. 50 will be resistance around here. Follow through move. Follow through move. I think gonna take some out around here. Around the 50. Just to make sure I get some, and I get paid some while I wait for the move that I'm actually expecting. Expecting a drop under the View app and a quick flush. Can see if we get under the 100 on the one, that's a little bit of support. The 100 is sitting on the 1250, so $half support. Looking for that follow through move. 1220, 980. 980 is the next move. 980. A lot of consolidation in RLTL. You guys enjoyed the game yesterday? Yeah, APT didn't have the follow through. I thought it was gonna be a lot better. See, I'm expecting a follow through move. Yeah, I really did enjoy it, man. Yeah, and I really thought, that Kansas, the Chiefs, that they had a chance. Although, at the beginning, it looked like they were really trying to win. They put the game 3-10. And then Niners came back around like crazy. And I said, whoa, wow. And I actually posted a tweet. And I said, okay, there goes the game. When they had that intersection, I was like, oh man, intersection on the 30th. I was like, man, that was close. It still had like 12 minutes, something like that. It's like, man, well, there goes the game. But then these kids, they turned it around. They came back around again. It's crazy. Setting up for a reversal, ARTL. Setting up for a reversal, ARTL. That's a huge stopping candle on the 5 minutes. Huge stopping candle on the 5. Watching this little consolidation on the 1296 on NNVC on the 1296. Okay, flagging on the 5. On the 1. Hovering around the 50 simple moving average. And NNVC on the 1296. Under 1296. Tapping that 1296. I'm still waiting for that move. Higher than 1 minute candle here is $13. We had already at $13. Higher this 1 minute candle right now. 13.10 high, 13.15 high. Heck, on the 5, it doesn't look so great on the 5. It's still on top of the view app though. That's one thing that I don't like. So I think I'm gonna get a life jacket here. We got a spin and tap and a shooting star on the 5. I think it's taking a little bit longer than I would like to. I see it under the view app. Possible move towards 12,020 cents. Reversal ARTL. Shooting star on the 15. Hey, Sean. Hey, no problem, man. No issues at all. I appreciate when you guys come through, you know. You guys, how do you say it? You know, you guys are not obligated to be here with me. I appreciate when you guys come around, you know, and just, you know, if you guys say hi, whatever, it's cool. You know, you don't have to be here, so I appreciate you guys being here. That's kind of weird. Why don't you, if you want, you can. I guess you could probably tap the bell, so he probably sends you like a notification. But that's weird. It should say, you know, that I'm live. Like on my channel, it should pop up. Hey Nikolai, what's up? Hey man, I appreciate you giving me that feedback and correction. To be honest with you, I don't follow sports. I don't watch TV at all. Most like only a movie if I want to watch TV. I don't watch sports. I don't watch basketball, football, baseball, nothing. The only game that I watch is actually the Super Bowl. So I apologize if I if I don't know how to speak proper sport language. I'm really not a sport commentator, but I do appreciate the fact that you're taking the time to let me know, so that way I don't miss proper, you know, the miss whatever the language, you know, with talking to another people, and they may sound like I'm a little clown or something. I appreciate that though. Thank you for letting me know. But that was you know, that was a killer. I actually, you know, because I wasn't rooting for no team. I just honestly I was just more for like food commercials and the halftime show. Yeah. So, you know, is that, you know, possible bear flag formation of the 5 minutes here. Looking at the high of this 1 minute candle, 13,024 cents. You know, I saw that play when they were on 30-yard line, and I said, wow, that's crazy. That goes the game. You know, I didn't really think they were going to be able to pull it off, because the Niners seems like they were really trying to win. And then afterwards, you can see the faces on all the team and the team members and stuff. And at the end, seems like they didn't really want to play no more. Look at the other touchdown that this guy scored. You know, that he run the ball. He went all the way to the end zone. So it seems like they didn't really want to play anymore. Okay, I'm watching these levels here. I don't like this formation on NNVC. Again, a possible bear flag, but the problem is that we're on top of the 1296 area, still on top of the 13 holdout area, and on top of the view app. That much I don't really appreciate. It's being a little choppy. Still trading on a range, and most definitely I wish to see a opening range break down on this one. NNVC. Hey man, thank you. I really appreciate that. Because if here's the thing, sometimes you start talking to people and you start talking like you know what you're talking about, and look at how you were able to call me out on that one. And if I go out there, and as I say, I this is the only game that I actually watch. So if I go out there trying to pretend like I know what I'm talking about, the other person might look at me like, dude, you don't even know how to say that word. Like, why are you even talking about this, And so I really do appreciate you calling me out on that one and, giving me that feedback, support and stuff, right? Just letting me know, hey, that's wrong. Don't say that, Shooting star on the 15 on the $12.96. Let's see if prior support we're gonna become resistance. Actually, as a matter of fact, there was resistance the other day. Again, based on the daily chart, we got a possible test of $9.80 on NNVC based on the daily. Now, I don't think that we're gonna just run towards that direction right away, but in the next few days we might be able to see that happen, right? So today I'm expecting $12.20, at least $12.20. And now it's being a lot of consolidation. Now on the 5 minutes, we had a massive rejection on the 50. And on the 15 minutes, we had a massive rejection on the 100. Hovering around a very key level that we used last week, $13, $12.96 to be more specific. So if we can get under the VWAP, I really, really, really think we are going to flush. Tapping candle on the 1 minute under the 50 simple moving average. I really think we might test the VWAP here and keep trending lower. I'm looking for a test of $12.20. And let me just put it here so you guys can see, because I got ARTL there, but you guys don't see exactly what I'm talking about probably. That sounds cool, man. Sounds cool, buddy. No, I mean, it was actually, no, buddy, I was referring to Nikolai. Nikolai actually gave me a little correction on, I misspelled or mispronounced what I was trying to say on their I instead of saying interception, I said intersection, like it was some kind of street or road or something, and he actually called me out on that one. He said, hey, listen, this is not how you're supposed to say it. So I was not referring to you at all. And that really sounds interesting that you would like to be a coach one day. If you really like that, remember, we don't have to be jacks of one trade, meaning you don't have to focus your life around one whole thing. You should have a toolbox with different tools. So although we trade, remember the life is more than just trading. So keep that in mind. While you trade, if you are able to make some money and you're able to buy your time, the reason why I say buy your time is because when you go to work for somebody else, right, you gotta sell. You have an ability to do something that they're gonna pay you for, but for that ability you gotta sell your time, and they will pay you for your time while you're performing the ability that you might have. Maybe not a huge ability, maybe yes, but they will pay you because of the time that you're putting while you're doing what you're doing. But if you're able to buy your time, so you don't have to sell your time to somebody else, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm setting up, again, $12.20. That's the original idea on this move. $12.20. Expecting a possible little bounce around here, so you can see a little consolidation. There you go. Setting up, you know, guys, that are my positions. There you go. Okay. Hold up. Okay, there's a lot of slippage around here. Try to cover this thing here. Come on now. All right. No more trading for me, at least for now. Let me let it consolidate. NNVC. Let me just take a picture of this thing. It looks really good. It looks really good. Actually worked out a lot better. Flushed down through my level. It didn't get me exactly what I wanted, but it gave me eight more cents because I had to cancel and resend another order because it dropped too quick. So it worked out okay for me. Now, if it was on the opposite direction of my trade, that would have put me in the wrong side of the trade. On the wrong side of the trade, and we don't like that. We most definitely don't like that. Wow, look at that, 1191. I really thought, you know, if we can get under the view app, this thing is just going to flush. And look at this flush here, the massive flush. Sometimes patience works out well. Remember last week I had 3 days, red days in a row, 3 red days in a row. So today it's kind of like a comeback move for me. VXRT, I saw that one since the early morning of the day, but I didn't pay much attention to it because I figured that it was it looked like it was going to be a little bit too volatile. Yeah, I saw that one though this morning, and I didn't really like it too much. Amazon, $35 up today. Crazy move. AAL keeps on, you know, pushing higher. It's very unfortunate, guys, that I'm gonna have to wait for a couple of weeks till I get my computer, though. I hate that stuff. I really hate that stuff. Okay, we have a small pennant on the 1 minute time frame on NNVC. Small pennant on the 1 minute on NNVC. Possible follow through to the downside. Let's see if we can have a little breakdown here. Small pen on the 1. Flush continues, looking again at $9.80 on the daily. Decent downtrend. Followed through move to the downside today on an NNVC. I was looking for that $12.20 test today. It worked out, okay. So now with this thing, if it gets under $12 again on the 11 and change, we might see it test 1150 today if the thing here keeps dropping. Possible even test $11 today. Let's see what's gonna happen. If you guys don't mind, and may I ask you just a favor, if you like the stream, please give it a thumbs up there on YouTube. That way they treat me well. They know that people at least are being a little entertained by my content, and they people like it. So that way they can just say, hey, let me put it in front of somebody else that might like it. Trying to grow the channel, get a couple of more subscribers here, there, and stuff. I appreciate if you guys can give it a like. If not, I understand. It's all cool. I appreciate you guys being here anyway. But if you do like it, please give it a thumbs up, just as a sign of maybe a little appreciation or something. VXRT getting a little support on the 5, on the top on the 100, between the 100 and the VWAP. I think that it might set up for a follow-through move to the downside. No long trades on that one. I will be trying to catch a falling knife. Amazon 1247.31, 2047.31. Amazing move. Yesterday was 02 or 0202-2020. For those of you keeping track, kind of weird thing, right? And seems like it's not gonna happen in another 903 years, or something like that. Another 903 years for something, a phenomenon like that you have some kind of like the same kind of move numbers backwards and forwards. So it's kind of like a weird kind of thing there. Somebody told me I should have played the lotto yesterday. They say, "Oh, it's a lucky day today. You should play the lotto." So okay, yeah, probably. Never know. It's but I don't play the lotto. Sorry, I'm answering some comments on Twitter. Look at that drop there, follow through move to the downside. 11:41. This thing is just dropping like crazy. Well, I'm having a good day today so far, and I'm not trying to be a superhero. So, hey, Sean, you saying extreme? Dude, look at this follow through move. This is crazy. Such a nice move. Such a nice move on NNVC today. Worked out a lot better. You see, I should have held all of my shares. Yeah, not so much. That didn't work out so well last week. That really didn't work out so well last week. Look at a hammer here on the one. Might find a little bit of support here. Possible bounce, at least 2 green prints here. Follow through move. Wow. Man, I swear. I feel so upset about this thing. I took a little portion when I could have taken more. Like, you know, the original idea was like the 12.96 resistance, $13 resistance towards, you know, an entry from the opening bell towards $20.20 based on one candle on that range where we had the view app sitting since the pre-market hours of the day. I figured, okay, we can get to the view app. It's sitting at $12.20. We can drop there. And I based that trade on that idea. The view app sitting at $12.20. It was going to be probably a quick flush right out of the gates. You can probably get something on a micro bounce, get a move towards $12.20 and all of that, blah, blah, blah. But look at this thing. Look at this thing drop all the way to kind of like, what's the low of this thing here? $11 low on that 1 minute candle. $11 low. I should have held all of my shares. Well, it is what it is. I've learned something. We have a little flag here. Possible follow through move to the downside. I should have seen this pennant formation in the 1 minute. Know that it was actually gonna just have another quick flush on that pennant. Cause yeah, after that flush, after those type of flush here, when you have this small pennant here like that for that small flag formations, I oftentimes, almost at least 70% of the time, this is a little consolidation, kind of like a little stop for the continuation on the overall trend. And that's what a flag represents. A pause on a trend prior to a continuation move. It's like a train that it's coming from somewhere, and it just between stations and stations, it just slows down to pick up some more passengers prior to, continuing its trajectory, right? So this is exactly how a flag formation works out. And this is the reason why that entry on that pennant there could have been a pretty decent entry, especially after seeing this little doji here on the one, and then a shooting star here as a secondary candle. Now we have a small flag formation. Could end up being a little bear flag formation. Yes, today's been a good day. I love it. We got BIMI with a round bottom formation from the pre-market hours of today, ramping up today on top of the VWAP, getting support on the 50 simple moving average, $5.22. Right now printing $7.14. BIMI was one of the stocks that, if I'm not mistaken, I probably posted on Twitter. Maybe I left it out, I don't know. But I have it in one of the monitors. As a matter of fact, let me see where it is. See if you guys probably gonna see that thing. It's right there on the monitor. Where is it? Okay, so all the way on the right hand side, the second from the top. Second from the top, all the way on the right hand side. Since this morning I had that one there, I didn't really pay attention to this little move here. Almost $2 move, to be honest. It's a pretty decent move. Okay, watching this trend. See here, can get some follow through move to the downside. We got a 15-minute low, 15-minute low of $11, 15-minute low of $11. Possible retest of the $11 move, getting under that trend line there. It's a possibility that it can give us another quarter here prior to getting a little bit of support again. I'm sorry, around the holdout area on 11. This thing is moving quicker than I actually thought. Checking out to see if this thing might end up giving us another quarter. Looks like that hammer on the 5 is really not going to hold. You know what? I don't want to be a superhero. Let me just stay out. I don't want to. How do you say? I don't want to sound like I'm some sort of coward, nothing like that. But I already had a decent day today so far. And I had 3 straight red days last week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday was kind of small because I was able to recoup some. But the prior days, Wednesday and Thursdays, I took a couple of hits there. So I'm really not trying to be a superhero here. The cleanest moves so far have been made, and that hammer on the 5 I don't like too much. Although, again, we haven't red candles on the 5, but that consolidation there, anything can happen. So I'm gonna let it slide. Gonna let it slide. You guys were watching the Super Bowl yesterday. If you don't mind me asking, which one of the commercials was your favorite one? Man, I lost my mind yesterday, to be honest. This guy with the tie commercial, this guy was trying to get his clothes cleaned up the whole game. The whole game, right? And all of a sudden now he turned out to be an old guy. You probably saw that and stuff. And then his wife, I don't know if they were together or not afterwards, like when they were really old and stuff. And all of a sudden she's eating ice cream and she puts her hand on him and he gets messed up again with the ice cream. I'm like, oh man, this is a killer. This is something else. Poor guy spent the whole game trying to clean up his clothes, and now finally he got it clean. He's old, and now she comes around again and boom, gets messed up again. I'm like, oh man, this is a killer. And the halftime show, I have to say, it was cool. It was better than watching, Justin Timberlake. I think Bruno Mars was actually decent a couple of years ago, and but I didn't like Lady Gaga and Justin Timberlake. I'm like, nah, it's alright. But I think the halftime yesterday was actually kind of decent. AAL having that reversal and a lot of consolidation on NNVC. Again, I think I made the right choice here. We having this. Let me just pull this trend line up. Show you guys exactly what I'm seeing. And also make a duplicate. To that trend line. We have an ascending channel there. It's quite something. I don't like the formation here. Although, on the 5, we can actually print. It's possible that we can have prints on 2 green candle or candles, plural, and then some follow through move, making this nice bear flag formation. But as of right now, I don't like the formation too much. Now I gotta say though, the halftime show, yes, it was actually good, buddy. I mean, I enjoyed it. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about J-Lo or Shakira or nothing like that, but they certainly not the same as they were like years and years ago. They look a little different now, but they still look good though. But it was cool. It was a lot better than the last couple of years. Halftime show yesterday, I found it to be a lot more entertaining than the prior years. See this? Whew. Being a coward sometimes works out. I didn't want you guys to think that I was such a coward, but it worked out okay for me. Been having this little bit of indecision here and hesitant to pull the trigger for a possible follow-through move to the downside towards the $11 again. This thing kept on printing lower highs. I mean, higher lows, my pardon me. And look at that. It just broke out of that little channel. It might be a possibility that we can possibly test closer to 50, have this reversal right back down towards the 11. But still, I would have been on a red trade there. So I think I made the right choice by not taking that trade. I don't want to give back really what I've been able to get today. Flushing down, topping candle on the 5. Topping candle on the 5. So you just keep an eye on it. Man, I feel so messed up. I love this computer though. She's sick. She has to be sent to the doctor. And I love writing there. This computer, the keyboard is amazing. So great to write on this keyboard. But my trading computer is, the keyboard is a little bit different. And again, my trading computer is dedicated for trading. So I tend not to use it for other things. And well, my computers are really not used for other things other than trading stuff. But you know, it feels weird having just this one computer. As a matter of fact, yes, sir. I'm actually setting up a couple of things, and I'm planning in the next probably 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, to wire out some money out of my accounts. And some of that money I will be sending into, honestly, CMEG to start that small account challenge that I mentioned that I was planning to do. I'm gonna keep trading with DOS anyway because it's the same platform, but I'm gonna be, you know, probably using a little bit of leverage and stuff, but I'm trying to do it in a safe way, trying to be responsible, and making this kind of journal so that way I can give you clarity, guys, on exactly how to do things. The TD account, I'm gonna keep using it the same way for swing trading. So on that one, I'm not gonna touch that account. I'm gonna leave it the way it is as of right now. Because that account, with that account, I kind of hedge, right? That's honestly, I hedge with my swing account on TD. I get my positions, I let it run for a couple of days, and sometimes I take positions against my positions on my older account, just to kind of like hedge my positions, to make sure that while I wait for the swing to get to where I want to go, if I see that there's an opportunity for a day trade, I scalp it and I take something out while I wait for the other account that I'm waiting for a couple of days to get to exactly the place that I want to see my profit target is actually. So I'm gonna be keeping that account on TD the same way, and I'm gonna be wiring out from IB into a small, about I don't know, $3,000 to $4,000 into CMEG in the next few days. They give you a little bit of leverage, but I'm not too interested in, you know, using the leverage like that. One other thing that I like that I noticed that they have, although the account is open already, I just haven't funded the account for some time. So I never funded the account yet. That's the thing. Opened that account last year. It seems like if you trade less than, or if you make your trades less than $1,000, 1,000 shares per trip, you only pay $2.95 commission, which is very good. And again, I'm not trying to be cheap here, and I'm not saying anything wrong, and please don't take it the wrong way, because I know there's a lot of brokers now offering free trades, no commission trades, nothing like that. But for me, it pays better to have better executions with a direct market access broker. That way, although I pay the fees for the how do you call these fees? Jesus Christ. I forgot the name. You gotta pay a little bit of the fees per share, but the orders are executed a lot faster. A lot faster. Yeah, right. Now, the ECN fees. Got it. Yeah. Guess I need my coffee today. Watching the 15. I really don't think that I'm gonna take any trades. This thing, it's being a little bit slow here. Let's see what else is moving this morning. Probably find something else with a decent move. Can't even remember when I added this one here. But, oh, no way. Yeah, I'll take that back. Come on, come on. What else is moving? Kind of slow. Remember, guys, work to be able. When I mean work, and I'm not saying take a job, I'm just saying work to be able to buy your time. If you're able to buy your time, you don't have to sell your time to somebody else. Nobody has to buy your time by the hour. So work. Put your brain to work so you're able to buy your time. So that way you have freedom. Retails are moving. Kind of slow though. 398,000 shares traded only today with a decent gap to fill, to be honest. URBN. Next up will be the 50 on the daily, which is sitting at 27.91. Right now 26.88. Decent range here. After that will be 28.40. 28.40. Pretty decent range though. Pretty decent range. Dude, stop it. Don't say that. Stop the madness. That's a lie. That has to be a lie. What? What? How did that happen? That's a massive gap up though. Like, how in the world did Tesla gapped up like this today? It is, wow. Like, how in the world did that happen? That is really crazy. NNVC 1150. NNVC 1150. Elon Musk gotta be laughing though. He gotta be laughing himself all the way to the bank today. Holy smokes. Yeah. Well, they haven't been affected by this nonsense news. Well, don't take it the wrong way, nonsense news. I'm not saying that. The virus, this thing, but for me, it sounds like a little bit too hyped up. I really think, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist here. Don't take it the wrong way, but I'm really thinking that somebody has an agenda. Somebody has an agenda. That's crazy, dude. Like $2 billion, well, at least in paper. But okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I know. It was less than 300 though, not too long ago. I was listening to a podcast. This guy talking about Tesla. I think the guy is like Chris or something like that. He's like, quote, the Raven or something like that. I don't know. And he interviewed somebody. And actually, I was listening to that on Saturday. I think you sent me a DM. When was that? Yesterday or Saturday, though? I think it was yesterday. So I was listening to this podcast yesterday. I'm sorry, Saturday. And the guy was talking about Tesla position that he had because he really thought, it's going short this and that. And I'm like, short Tesla? I really don't know about that. And look at this thing today. 700. What's the high today, though? Like, I'm looking for the 15 minutes, the higher day today. On the daily says 300. Can't be possible. That's not it. I got the wrong information there. I don't know why it's not showing me. Show me 339 on the last daily candle. It has to give me the 700 mark. I don't know why it's giving me the wrong number. High 735. Wow, that's crazy. Sorry, nobody's home. And people sometimes start calling in the busiest hours on the day for me. This is the busiest time of the day for me. From 9 in the morning to kind of like 11 o'clock, I don't answer calls. Like, I don't. This is nuts. Look at Tesla. This is really nuts. Well, guys, I'm gonna take a step back here just to take a little break. I got some planning to do with my wife. We are planning to start a little project together, and we agreed to sit down to talk about that today. And also, I want to go downstairs and get like a little coffee or something. I'm a coffee junkie, so I like my coffees and stuff. So I'm gonna go downstairs and get a little coffee, and then I'm gonna sit down to make some planning. But I think prior to that, I'm probably gonna take 5 minutes to make the video recap on NNVC, just to have it there. And I always upload in the afternoon, although I make the videos in the morning sometimes, because I noticed that when I upload the videos in the afternoon on YouTube, people tend to watch a little bit more than when I upload it way too early. So again, keep an eye on NNVC if you guys want to trade this thing. Possible bear flag formation of the 15-minute time frame, and we might end up seeing a move down, a downtrend again, $9.80 based on the daily chart. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I wish you the best for everything, and happy trading. I appreciate you guys being here. See you guys here again tomorrow. Take care.